Caitlin Clark's impact on the Indiana Fever. Road to the NBA playoffs. So last season, the Indiana Fever finished with a record of 13-27, which was one of the worst records in the WNBA last season. So far throughout this season, halfway throughout this season, the Indiana Fever have a record of 11-15, which is honestly so much better than last season, considering they only have 14 games left remaining in the season. So it already looks like the Indiana Fever are back on track because of Caitlin Clark. Currently, Caitlin Clark, for the Indiana Fever, she has been averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 steal. Every single game, like, she's been honestly leading their team to victory. And it's great to see that the Indiana Fever have a generational talent. If you guys don't know, the Indiana Fever haven't made the playoffs in over 6 years. Last time the Indiana Fever made the playoff was in 2016. Currently it's 2024. It's been that long since the Indiana Fever made the playoff. So that just shows like how bad they've been throughout these past couple of years. And the fact that they already have 11 wins with 14 games remaining left this season is honestly just incredible. And it's great to see that they're already in a playoff spot. Currently, the Indiana Fever are the 7th seed currently right now with 11 wins and 15 losses, but they do have 14 games remaining in the season. Let's see out of these 14 games, how many can the Indiana Fever win with Caitlin Clark leading the way? Our first game back is going to be on August 16th, where Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever will be facing the Phoenix Mercury. So I honestly feel like the Indiana Fever will win this game because they have a few players that are going to be coming back from the Olympics and they're going to be exhausted and tired, so they might not even play. In the next game we have the Indiana Fever versus the Seattle Storm. I honestly feel like the Indiana Fever can put up a good win, but I think the Seattle Storm will probably take this one, so 1-1. Then against the Minnesota Lynx, I think the Lynx will probably take this one as well. But when they face the Atlanta Dream, the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark, I feel like that they can beat the Atlanta Dream since they're one of the worst teams this year. So that's 2-2 so far. And then the Indiana Fever versus the Connecticut Suns, I honestly feel like the Indiana Fever can beat them this season with Caitlin Clark coming back. So 3-2. The Chicago Sky, this is a guaranteed win because it's probably going to be another statement game for Caitlin Clark and why she should be Rookie of the Year. I expect them to win this game as well. 4-2. Dallas Wings, they've had a lot of injuries this season, but honestly feel like the Indiana Fever can handle business here again with Caitlin Clark. Then the Sparks as well. I feel like the Indiana Fever can beat the Sparks as well. Then the Minnesota Lynx again. I think it'll be a good game, but I think that Lynx takes it. They're just one of the best teams right now in the league. Atlanta Dream again. I feel like the Indiana Fever can handle business again. Then we got the Aces, the defending 2-time champs. I honestly feel like the Aces probably take this one. But I could see the Indiana Fever maybe getting one game this season against the Las Vegas Aces. But we'll see what happens. Dallas Wings again. I believe the Indiana Fever can beat them. And then the Indiana Fever versus the Mystic for the last game of the season. I definitely feel like the Indiana Fever can handle business again. Honestly, feel like that they can win 10 out of their last 14 games in the season. So if they can win 10 out of their last 14 games this season, then I can definitely see the Indiana Fever holding this playoff spot and honestly making the playoffs for the first time in over 6 years. Like, that's how long it's been. Since 2016, they made the playoffs, and they're already in a playoff spot currently because of Caitlin Clark this season. So this just honestly shows her hard work and dedication, and the generational talent she is to uplift this team that was a bottom feeder for 6 years. So it's honestly great to see that, and I'm excited to see the Indiana Fever make the playoffs for the first time in 6 years because of Caitlin Clark. In their first game back, they're going to be facing the Phoenix Mercury on August 16th. So I'm excited to see this. Yeah, I'm honestly excited to see this and honestly see Caitlin Clark back from her break. Because if you guys don't know, Caitlin Clark has been playing basketball since last year straight. College and now the WNBA, she hasn't had a break in so long. So the fact that she has a few weeks breaks to rejuvenate and rest, work on your game and get better, it's going to be a scary sight. Because head coach Chrissy Side said that Caitlin Clark is making shots. And if Caitlin Clark is making shots, she's a problem. She's definitely going to be a problem. So I'm honestly excited to see them play the Phoenix Mercury on August 16th on the first game back. See Caitlin Clark lead the Indiana Fever to a playoff berth in over 6 years. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys believe Caitlin Clark can lead the Indiana Fever to a playoff berth this season? It's been 6 years, so we'll see what happens.